What's up YouTube, Jeff back again from DopeTechDaily.com, and today I'm bringing you guys my 24-hour impressions and Q&A video for the Samsung Galaxy S10. Now I decided not to title this a regular unboxing because everyone makes unboxings and I don't want to be another face in the crowd. I want to give you something a little different. Yes, I do have the Galaxy S10. I shared some images over on Twitter. This is the Prism Green version, as you guys can see right here. Very nice and shiny. We're not selling this one in the US. I actually got it off eBay. A couple of sites have actually written about the fact that eBay has these for sale, and a lot of people have said that these might be scams. They might be selling phones that are not in fact original, or they're not Samsung made. That's all false. I can tell you I ordered one. They're $7.99 right now. You can order one as well if you want, and you can get it shipped overnight. You could have one by the end of the week if you really wanted. There are some downsides, of course. It's an international model. It's not going to be your carrier model. You're not going to get a warranty. I got this to make videos earlier. I wouldn't recommend anyone necessarily get it. You might as well wait till next week and get one where you get the full factory warranty. But it is legit and it is there if you wanted to get one. I know a lot of people asked how I got the device so early. So this is the box. This one did come from, as you can see, Latin America, it would appear. The seller on eBay got them earlier from there. It's a free SD card. Galaxy S10 is an official Samsung phone. I verified the IMEI with Samsung. Now this particular model does come with a free case on the inside apparently. I actually haven't popped it out yet, so I'm just going to show that. Comes with the clear case from Samsung. So these used to cost like 20 bucks, so you know, throwing that in for free isn't a bad deal. Comes with some instructions as well, some other things, usage guides. But also got the AKG earphones on the inside there as well. You can see the AKG earphones right there. Those are actually there, as well as the charger. And you can see there I also have a free memory card inside as well. So all the accessories are in order. Again, I did verify that this was an official Samsung device, and you do get that 328GB memory card with this particular phone. It's not a bad deal, especially since I'm not going to be able to get the free Galaxy Buds, of course, which they're offering here in the US. But it is an official Galaxy S10. A lot of people were interested where I got the device. So there you go, now you know. So I want to answer some questions about the phone, also talk about a few things, my experience of using this for 24 hours. The very first question I got from someone on Twitter was about comparing it to the Galaxy S9, which I happen to have a Galaxy S9 right here. A couple of things about the size and the placement of the power button. You can kind of see the size difference here. Galaxy S10, a little bit taller, of course, a little bit larger phone. And one of the main questions a lot of people were asking me over on Twitter is about the new placement of the power button. You can see it's quite a bit taller, quite a bit higher on the device. Personally, I kind of like it, but I have big hands. I can imagine this might be an issue for people with smaller hands. Someone on Twitter was asking if you use the phone with your left hand, is it difficult to reach the power button? Not for me, again, because I have quite large hands, but it might be a problem if you have smaller hands. I could definitely see it. I like the feel of the Galaxy S10. I kind of think it's a perfect size. I have a Galaxy S10 Plus on the way, but I might actually prefer the smaller phone, to be honest with you. It's definitely a nice feel in the hand. Of course, you have excellent build quality all around, very seamless feel. This one's definitely got a more rounded feel. It feels nicer in the hand, a little bit easier, sort of fits into your hand in a really nice way, and doesn't have any sort of really harsh edges. This one kind of just curves perfectly into the back of the phone, which is something I definitely like about it, and I've noticed in the first few days. The other question I got on Twitter is about the fingerprint sensor, which I actually had some rather rude things to say in my video that I made last about whether or not you should upgrade from the Galaxy S9. I have to admit, I was completely wrong about the fingerprint sensor. The fingerprint sensor on here is very, very good, and once you get used to where you need to place your finger, it's unlocking the phone about 98% of the time, much higher than the fingerprint sensor on the OnePlus 6T. This new ultrasonic technology appears to be very good. The only time it doesn't work is when you place it a little too low, as you guys kind of saw there, but if you place it in the right spot, it works pretty much every time. Now, of course, you do have to get used to that, but eventually with muscle memory, you're going to put it in the right spot, and you can see the screen doesn't need to be turned on. If I put my finger there right in the correct spot, it's going to unlock. Now, whether or not it takes you a long time to get used to that, that's another story. That's something I talked about quite a bit in the video where I talked about whether or not you should upgrade. But I do think that I've gotten used to it relatively well, and over time I know it's going to improve. Very impressed with the fingerprint sensor so far. I definitely recommend setting up multiple fingers and even setting up the same finger multiple times for improved accuracy. The next thing, Samsung One UI flies. It's beautiful on this phone. I love it. I love the fact that they added in the gestures, of course, and they also have digital well-being in here as well, so you can monitor your usage, which Google included in Android Pie. A lot of great features. I'm using the gestures that are built in to One UI because I've been using those on the beta for a long time. Gives you extra screen real estate. Quite a few people ask about the camera punch hole right there on the front. Does the camera punch hole bother me very much? Not particularly, to be honest with you. The camera punch hole isn't that big of a deal. You can kind of see that if you navigate through a web page, it's a lot more obvious. If you have a dark wallpaper, you can certainly hide the camera punch hole. Can't really even notice it here with this dark wallpaper I have. But if you're definitely navigating through things, you're going to notice it a little bit at the beginning, but then it kind of fades away, just like the notch did. And that's why I don't really have a problem with it. It's something you're going to get used to over time, and it's going to become a part of your daily usage. A lot of people ask me about battery life. I've only used it for a day, so I'm not really going to comment too much on battery life just yet, or the camera, because I need to do some more camera comparisons. The main things I can definitely comment on this time is I think it's a big improvement in terms of the overall feel in the hand from the Galaxy S10. I think the fingerprint sensor is a win, even though, like I said, it takes some time to get used to the placement. As you guys have seen me just sort of place my finger in the wrong spot a few times. But when you actually get that placement correct, it actually opens pretty much every time. It also works with a wet finger. It works if you have sort of residue on your fingers from eating potato chips. I've tested with all that stuff. The OnePlus 6T scanner hardly ever works in those cases. So I think as I get used to the scanner over time, the scanner is going to actually be a very, very nice addition to the Galaxy S10. So of course there's a lot of other things to talk about with the phone, especially the camera, battery life. I want to get into all of those things because those are always the exciting things about any device. Also some things like being able to charge your smartwatch once I actually get the Galaxy Watch active in here with a device and things like that. I'll definitely have an overview and advanced tips and tricks video coming soon, as well as my first 10 things to do video. So stay tuned for that if you guys are interested. These are my first impressions. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this. Also find me on Twitter, Instagram, Google+, the links in the description. Please drop any comments if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer those, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.